Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we are going to try to get a piece of gear for my Lionheart Cermia. I pulled her. Actually, what I was trying to do was get to one pull away from pity because I was like 10 pulls away from pity, and then I was just going to save until not the next ML, but the next new ML. But nope, she came out like 6 pulls until pity, and you know, we got her. So, you know, obviously not sad about that, but pretty much hit pity. But the problem is I don't really have the greatest defense gear. So if we look at my defense stats rings, let's go with speed, for example. I have a defensive one with high speed, a high speedish one with effectiveness, and then we have like a semi-offensive one with no HP, no crit rates, no anything really. So nothing's really going well. And it's kind of like that for all of my pieces of gear. Like for example here, I have some decent defense ones, like I could gem away that ER or even just use the ER with defense set here, but it's not really going well, right? So I'm obviously missing some pieces here for rings. So that's kind of the goal today. I also might want to craft a defense necklace just because the rest of my gear has so much crit damage and I don't really have too much crit or defense rate gears, even though I know most people are probably using a crit rate or crit damage neck.
What do I sell?
So our goal right now is just to craft rings, hopefully not run out of gold before we get something good, and then convert them. So let's do this. Let's actually sell some penguins too, just to get as much money as we can, right? Consumable, crafting materials, enhance. There we go. So we'll just sell all of these. 324, 720, and like 950. Nope, only 800. That's enough. Hey, that's enough right there. So let's go to crafting. We want to craft speed rings. This is going to be expensive. Unfortunately, I'm going to get rid of all of the non-speed gear, basically. Just sell that, and then I'm going to extract all the speed gear. So we'll do that. Other things I'm looking for are basically effectiveness rings with speed. That would be nice. Basically just speed substats is what I'm also looking for. Something like this would be so insane with attack percent. I'm actually going to keep this ring because there's a lot of people who can use flat attack. Obviously not as much as regular attack, but if this rolls really high rolls and then we gem out the health to whatever, I'm actually okay with that. So we're going to sell the rest of the gear. Yes. Yeah, just sell the rest of the gear. And then we're going to lock this one. I want to be clean when I do this so I don't screw up my bags. So we're going to... we're not getting many speed sets, so we'll extract those. Sell the rest here. Oh, okay, that's a decent ring. Unfortunately, it is not offensive because I could even use a crit rate defense set piece or defense main crit rate set piece. That would actually be okay with me. 1 speed, get wrecked game. Not a bad ring either. Pretty hard for that one to turn out great, but I will lock it for sure. So we'll lock those two. Sell these. And this hopefully gives you like a little bit of insight of how I specifically go after my gear. Nice. 0 speed sets. 0 speed sets. No good and no good. Just sell all of those. So it costs about 100k if you sell all 10 pieces. Speed. 2 speed. No thanks. Okay, extract those. And I'm going to not edit this and keep it all in because last time I edited it and just showed like the good upgrades and people were like, wow, you're so lucky. No wonder your gear is good. And it's like, I mean, technically lucky if you just count that 3 minutes of that 3-hour session, you know? So we're just gonna keep this in. This is a long-term enjoyment. And this is a perfect ring. But obviously all we need to do is hit the speed. And HP instead of effect resistance would be good, but Really happy with that ring, and that is a gamble I am willing to take, and hopefully it turns out for me, so we will lock that. Sell the rest here. Okay. So get rid of these. And by the way, if you're like a newer player and really suffering for a piece of gear with speed as a substat, honestly, you can just do something like this. Obviously, if this was HP percent and speed set, that would be better. But if you gamble on this speed, you have a 50% chance to hit speed on the first roll. And then if you start at 8 speed, that's insane. And then again, you have another 50% after to hit another 8 speed, right? Or 4 speed, right? So you have a pretty good chance of getting some decent rolls off of these. So that's something to keep in mind. Like, you could have a 14 speed ring decently, not easy, but not insanely difficult, right? That is right? That's how it works in this game. I haven't done that in so long. I hope I'm not giving bad advice. I've never done that before. I would never give out bad advice. We'll extract those. Yeah, I want to sell this one. Okay, let's speed. Wow, come on, give me some speed sets, game. Or at least some 4 speed subs so I have some gambling to do. Speed 2 this time. I am going to keep this one. Decent defense roll, decent speed. So that's worth a gamble for me. Anything with 4 speed is worth a gamble on non-speed sets. And I'll gamble 3 speed on speed sets if it has at least like one other good stat on it. No exceptional pieces yet. Extract those. Just one again? Game. We'll gamble that 4 speed there. Very unlikely for this to be good, but still, you can hit really high speed. You can use that randomly on like any person, you know. Very unlikely to be worthwhile, but isn't that often? One again? This is unreal. Unreal. No, I'm just gonna sell that. This actually could be really good with defense and HP, but I just don't want to gamble. There's no offensive stats. It's just not worth the upgrade materials. You know, I'm just gonna get like 4%, 4%, and then toss it after I waste all my mats. So speed. Speed. Ah, that's a lot of speed. So let's extract those. Crit damage, no thank you, and just sell the rest here. Okay, I was hoping for something, you know. Oh, that's a lot of epics. One of those has to be good, right? Speed. And sell those. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Get out of my bags. Okay, 1 speed, 2 speed. Loud. Sell. I'm gonna keep this one because it's effectiveness main and I know how much I need those. That's worth a little bit of a gamble for me. Arrange, lock. Okay. 2 speed again, this game. It's gotta be rigged, right? Gotta be rigged. Okay, I'm gonna stop at like the next good piece of gear. I'll stop and then we'll do some upgrading, right? Because I don't want to go broke. Being broke is horrible. Or I guess the first good piece of gear, right? Like, we haven't hit a good piece of gear yet. This one is decent, but the 2 speed roll is kind of brutal, so I am going to lock that. And then extract the single speed, and then sell the rest. Bum, 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 bum. Speed. Oh, that's the most speed we've got. We got 5 speed in that one. We could also just craft a defense ring like this, you know? Like, that's actually a possibility. I swear. 4 speed, we'll keep that. Okay, that's a good piece of gear. Max roll, max roll, max roll. Of course, I always have to say 5 is max, but actually, is 5 max on purple? I think you can only get 5 on epics. Either way, those are good stats. So that can turn out great. And then 3 speed, 3 speed. Just get rid of those. If you're hurting for speed, you should probably upgrade those 3 speed ones. I probably still should be, but I just don't have the patience for it. I do not have the patience for it anymore, so I just don't bother. But on so bad, I'm not. It's just such a bad piece of gear. I will keep this one because it is, even though it's 2 speed, it is effectiveness. And I pretty much have to, I have to gamble on every effectiveness speed sub, I think. Okay, this could be not good. So we'll lock that. Just because it's legend or epic. Extract. Are you bored of this yet? I'm not. We haven't got a piece of gear yet. So I will keep that because it's got the speed sub. Sell all these. Extract these. How much crafting materials do we have left? 47,000 still. 47,000. So we're doing this. How's everybody's day, by the way? How many of you are playing Lost Ark? Because I'm kind of addicted. That's why my videos have been trashed lately. Not gonna lie. That's where I've been. That is where I have been. Just such a fun game. I actually almost quit at like level 25. I was like, I had enough. I literally rage quit and went to sleep. I was like, I can't do this anymore. This game is just so bad. And then it got so much better. Like so much better as the game progressed. Like right after I rage quit, I woke up in the morning and it was like a good game again. So 4 speed substat. So we will lock that. Extract those. I cannot believe we still haven't like found a legitimate piece of gear yet. Like there's nothing that I've been really excited to upgrade yet. Let's do speed, extract, then sell the rest. Come on, game, give me one thing and then I will stop. Then we will do some 4 speed. Yeah, that's fine. Then we'll do some gambles. Speed, 3 speed effectiveness, I will keep that. 4 speed, I will keep that as well. So 2 gambles on this one. Is this gonna turn into a and by the way, if you want to see like specifically what I'm throwing away, you can always pause. I know I go through it fast and that doesn't help everybody, but like I can't really go through one by one, right? So Yeah, just pause. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, we'll lock that. 4-speed subs, let's go. It's one piece, that's all I want. How much money do we have left? 4.2, okay. 4-speed, 4-speed. Lock. Extract. I'm also not really looking at the purples without speed, so hopefully I haven't thrown out too much. What a game right now. Extract, extract, extract. And if you are playing Lost Ark, I know not everybody wants to hear about it, I'm sorry. But if you are playing Lost Ark right now, let me know what class you're playing. Because I'm a Bard main right now, and I'm considering switching to... God, they just are not good. I'm considering switching to Soul Fist. Just because they look super cool. Just because they look super cool. Oh my god, give me some gear, game! Uh, 3.7. I don't want to go under like 3.5. So it actually looks like we are not going to get a good piece of gear. Just kidding. This is actually decent. It is not amazing, but it has speed and crit damage. And effectiveness is not trash. ER is, but we can reroll out the ER. So that's at least something. This one is actually semi-okay too. It doesn't look the great. Actually, it's not great. Doesn't look the greatest, but ER main with tons of defensive stats is actually okay for some PvE people. So there's a chance I will upgrade that. Like if this all goes 8% rolls in health and defense, I'm pretty stoked, right? Like that'll be an acceptable piece of gear for me to use. Let's do one more lock after this. Nope, sell. One more lock. Whatever we lock next, even if it's a random speed thing. Yeah, that's a lock, so will be the last, and then the rest. Okay, and now let's see what we get here. So hopefully we have enough to do a couple rings at least, so we're gonna convert. Equipment conversion, ring, and we only have 19 defense ones, so, you know. Wow. Okay, here we go. 80,000, let's go. So we want offensive subs. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. There's no crit rates, there's no speed, but the rolls are fantastic, and I'm pretty happy with that. That can turn out okay if those rolls go fine. Not as good, but I will lock that just in case. Not as good. So we don't really want to attack as much because obviously this, like the goal for this piece of gear is for Cermia, and she doesn't scale exactly super well with attack. Same kind of thing here. I don't know why I'm locking all of these, but I am going to lock them as I go. Crit damage, health. I mean, I can't really see using that. I'm not going to lock it. I could use that if it like rolled perfect every time, but again, RNG not so great. I will lock that one just because of the speed sub. I'm actually okay with defensive pieces too. So if we get like a defensive one with HP, speed, effectiveness, and stuff like that, crit chance, crit damage, so that has potential. 50-50 shot. Basically, you can use like a healer one here. You can use a DPS one. You can use like stuff like that is trash. I'm just going to extract that. You can use like a speedy one. There's so many different things you can use with defense main. I'm just going to extract that. If that had speed, I would keep it. So we have 1 or 2 we can upgrade, I think. And all our 50-50s. acceptable. Defensive stats, mass stats, and offensive acceptable, I would say. Obviously not what we're looking for, but what we want is health, crit damage, speed, and crit rate, and higher rolls. So we have min roll crit damage, almost min roll health, but we will obviously lock that. I think order priority, I would rather have HP the highest, and then like crit rate, just depending on my gear. Again, I have to lock that. There is a speed sub. And we have 2 more to craft. Oof. I mean, it's got speed and that's about it. No way this misses speed, right? Decent again. Okay, so let's do some upgrading. Some of those have potential, right? There was a bunch that, like, if it went okay, we actually had a good shot. So this is probably the best one, which is sad news today, especially since it doesn't have crits. But we are obviously hoping for just high rolls. I honestly think ER is not terrible for her. I know people probably say otherwise, but just the fact that she has the base and you can be immune to a lot of things. Are you kidding me? This game is too much for me. I can't handle this game anymore. It's like this every time. Every piece of gear. 8, 6, 7. Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, how do I do this? How do I play this game like that? How do I fight that off, you know? Crit damage, crit rate, health, crit damage, crit chance. I do need crit chance the most. 5, 7, 4. Okay, that's max roll crit damage, so that's good. Now 10 crit damage or 10 crit rates. Min roll, it's still the right roll, so 13 crit rates, 16 crit damage. Okay. Okay, acceptable, I guess is what I would call this so far. But if it hits 2 more rolls in a crit damage, it's actually pretty decent. Again, this is one of those 50-50s. And then, like, on top of the 50-50s, you have to 50-50 the... oh, Lord. On top of the 50-50s, you have to 50-50 the... what's it called? The roll ranges. Are y'all starved for these stuff, too? Because all I want to do is upgrade my gear. I have so much unupgraded. So if this goes to crit chance or crit damage, I keep going. Maybe even flat defense. I don't know what the roll ranges are on that, but obviously 13 crit damage, 23 crit damage are the ideals. Okay, max roll crit chance. So we have 1 more 50-50 to hit. And we want to dodge effectiveness. So flat defense is acceptable. We can get 18 crit chance here is ideal, or 23 crit damage. So let's just cross our fingers. Cross our fingers is a waste, but come on, 18 crit damage? Or 18, nah, it's flat defense, but it's fine. So that's still acceptable. That's still acceptable. And I think that's enough to get my girl going, right? Let me try this just to see. 475 6% is acceptable. 6% is acceptable here. I am so out of materials. Like, can I... Yeah, just get out of town. I don't want to deal with that. 413. Like, look at all this. I have no materials to upgrade anything. I just want to play your game, Smilegate. That's my only ask in life. I don't ask for much. I'm guessing that's a speed gamble. Speed gamble. That one's not bad still, but I just don't want to deal with it. 413.5. Yeah, min roll crit damage. So that one's ripped too. So we are stuck with this one now. We just don't have the materials to do anything else. So let's reforge it. Converted equipment. Ring defense. Still acceptable. Like, flat defense isn't terrible on somebody who's scaling off of defense, right? So let's see what we can do now. Let's see what we can do. And what artifact do we want on her? I'm guessing like a Draco, right? Do I have a Draco available? I mean, whoever has it is getting it removed. Yeah, especially Luna. No offense, Luna. No offense, but you know, we've got a new waifu in town, and I think her outfit's better. I think it's really awesome. So, here we go. Max Enhance. So we're going with the Speed Defense Ring. And again, we'll probably gem out that effectiveness, but we'll see what this looks like first. And then, I'm not sure if I want to go crit chance main or crit chance secondary or what. Any HP with huge defense subs? I mean, yeah. Maybe something like that. So let's just try that out. Let's try that first. Let's try that first. Because I know I'm going to be missing defense, right? Alternatively, what I would be using is... This is probably going to be better. I think it's Araminthas? No, Cowrix here. This is probably what I should be using, let's be real here. But I just want to see what this looks like. And then for the neck. So I already have 16 crit chance here. So I'm going to go HP main with crit damage sub just because I know that's a good piece. And I can use something like this with 26 defense to try to boost my defense up. I'm going to be slow as all heck this way. And so far I am all speed. So let's sort by defense percent. Counter set, immunity. Does she need immunity? I forget what she does. I completely and honestly forget what she does right now. Because my speed with defense is not the greatest. Like, ideally, I can upgrade this up and then put crit damage on it there too. But I think something like this might be better, since I do especially need some speed, right? If I'm going the HP boots. So let's try that. And then as for helms, I'd probably be using Aravi's, right? But we're 5 speed set now. And again, there's no speed on this. So what does a non-speed defense piece look? And we'd be hoping for something like a crit rate set. Or something else. It's not looking good, right? And it looks like we will need a lot of crit. So if we sort by crit rate here, and HP, I'm guessing. A little low on HP, but let's try that, and then we will need a crit rate piece of gear just to see what this looks like. And this is only 20k or 2k defense and way more HP than I think I'm comfortable with. Because I unfortunately can't really do a defense main neck if you take a look. This is what I was going to do if we got lucky to begin with, but we really didn't, right? I just don't have a defense main neck either. Alternatively, I can go crit damage here and defense substat. But these aren't good either, right? 14 speed, 15 defense, 11 crit. Like, they're good, but they're not good for what we're trying to do. Although that's pretty decent. So that would fix my problems with crit rate as well. Which would mean I wouldn't need a crit rate set. 74... Let's sort by crit damage, I guess. I mean, that's good, but not what we're looking for. Really need higher defense helms. 30 defense, 12 crit chance. Like, this is okay. Yeah. I just don't have any, unfortunately. This is like my highest defense, 15. I'll take it, I guess. Crit damage defense there too. What about defense chest? So I could theoretically go immunity, but I honestly, we're pretty slow right now too, right? So what happens if we go speed here, defense, and then go for, that's a lot of flats. Go for that, and that keeps up all of our stats, and then we can gem to crit damage if we need. 1969 defense, that's not okay. She needs like 22 is like my goal. 22 is my goal. And we just didn't have this, right? Like, I could do this and gem out the ER or attack for speed. But I don't think that's good enough, right? Like, this is just such a better amulet. And so is this one. Oh, I'm in Helms. So is this one. So we're all speed set still. We're all speed set. And if we go with this neck, we definitely will be needing crit rate. So I would say go back to the crit rate drawing board. Throw in that one here. That gets my speed up as well, but I don't need the speed anymore. I don't need the speed anymore with this setup. What I do need is HP. Actually, what I do need is crit damage, crit rate. Attack. We're trying to dodge the attack. Yeah, this is just the best one I have, and that does fix my crit chance. Okay, so how... Like, I can't beat that. I can maybe beat that. There's no way I could beat it with defense, though, right? Because I just have none. 15. I upgraded this, dude. This could have been so much better. Like, this was so low rolls today. It was so low rolls, but 15 defense, 15 HP, 15 crit damage, 15 defense. I mean, it's technically better, right? So we could do this. Reforge that into crit rates. Reforge that. Nope. Reforge that. Nope. Reforge the ER into crit rates. Reforge the attack into crit rates. And we could be there. Still only 2,052 defense, which I'm not okay with. But this will go up with the reforge as well. Let's actually try this, because this is a lot higher. Low crit damage too. So I don't know what I'm going to think of this, because she is pretty low crit damage, but I don't have the best choices. So we're going to reforge. We're out of gold too. Reforge the... it was a wyvern. I'm so mad at that piece, because this was potential. We upgraded this right before the video. This would have been so good had it actually rolled good ranges. I think I got like 3 close to minimum rolls. It started really high as well, right? But this is still acceptable. And that was the only one that needed reforged on her, right? So let's see what you got, Cermia. Have we decided on a name for her yet? I said I was only going to call her Cermia or Lermia until I didn't get her. Can I click on the right unit? For the love of God. Okay, so her stats now, she's at, let me move my head. 80% curry. Alternatively, I could just wail for some of these. It's like, let's be real here. That's where I fix my gear. We'd have an extra 8% crit rate. The funny part is, I'm gonna, after we do all this reforging, I'm gonna end up at like 92% or something. I don't think I want to forge this defense out. Right? Like, HP is okay, but we already have it. Don't care about attack percent. Crit damage would be good, and probably would be the best. But we're gonna leave it like that for now. The ring, we are gonna gem out this. And I think we're gonna do it for HP percent. Yeah, I think we're going to do HP percent here. We could do speed, but right now she's actually pretty fast at 207. I kind of just want her to be more bulky. This might be the wrong move, but I think it's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Wait, does she need effectiveness at all? She doesn't, right? Penetrates, does some stuff. Does some stuff, yeah. So we're just going to, we're going to modify that out for HP. I think that's the best choice. I really like defensive stuff. Come on, not 5. Perfecto. Okay, and for this here, unfortunately, what do we do here? Come on, 5%. We need this. We need this so bad. We need this ER so bad. 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. Yes! Okay. That's pretty solid now. So that's 84% with max LB. We would be at 8%. We'd be at 93. And I think we just go crit rate here too. 5%, let's go. Oof, we'll try that again. Let's go. Oof, we'll try that again. I really need that extra 2%. Crit rates. Yeah, because I don't need to do this. It's all in on this one. Please, please, 5. 4 is fine. 5 is better. Okay, okay. And then this one here, we can modify out the attack for health, crit damage, defense for speed. Oh, we can get more crit chance here. 89%. So let's go speed. Oh no, we don't actually have. We don't actually have any more. So let's just get 4% here, I guess. I'll take it. I'll take it. And there we go. So with a couple more MLBs, we would be maxed. She's sitting on 1,700 attack, 2,100 defense, 17,751 HP, 93 crit chance, 239 crit damage. So obviously the crux of this build right now is the crit damage. So like what we would want to do, I think, to get better here, I could drop some HP for sure. We'd want to do something like this, right? And imagine this was a speed set still, so we weren't losing speed set. That would put our crit damage way up there, and it would be much better, right? Like we'd have a little bit lower HP, and I think we'd be pretty happy with that. I think we'd be pretty happy with that. Alternatively, just out of curiosity, let's see what this looks like with that speed set. Was it speed set defense or was it crit set defense? Speed set HP? Yeah. So alternatively, we could do something like this. Lower the speed and make her brutally tanky, right? And that ups our crit damage. Honestly, is that better? I don't know if that's better. Let me know in the comments below what you think. We're going to stop here. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.